Hey, I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney. And if you're watching this video, you're probably doing some research for yourself about something employment law related. Because if we're being honest, that's the only thing I know anything about, and the only reason anyone would ever listen to me, right? So while you're doing it, while you're doing your research, you're reading, you're thinking, you're consuming information, pay attention to the jurisdiction, right? So my videos speak to generalities under federal law and then some specifics about New York law sometimes, because those are the two sets of laws that I know, right? I don't know, for instance, the local laws on interviewing in California. Don't know it. Even if I did, wouldn't be allowed to talk about it, right? I recently had the experience, and this, I'm not betraying any confidences here. Somebody called me up, and this individual was swearing up and down that something was the law, like capital T, capital L, in bold, the law, right? And just kept going over and over telling me, no, that's the law. You don't know. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. And I'm like, can you just, I don't know where you're getting this from. Can you link me to what you're looking at so we can have like a normal conversation about this instead of you on the phone just repetitively stuck in this loop screaming at me that I'm wrong because you want the thing you're saying to be true, right? And I talked him down a little bit. We finally got the link, and they linked me to laws in Australia. Guy, you're not in Australia. What are you doing, right? And they weren't happy, right? Because they wanted the thing that's the law in Australia to be the law here, and I get why they wanted that. And I get why they got excited when they read the law and it said everything they wanted. And they didn't do a little further reading, or look at the URL and see the little .au at the end of the URL because it's in Australia. It's not here, right? Um, so you're all savvy people who have taken this task upon you to research your own claim either before you speak to an attorney or to check up on your attorney or just get a feel for your rights. I mean, there's a million reasons why you're doing this research, right? Everybody works, not everybody wins. So researching can really be a determining factor. If you win, if you get your rights, if you get ahead, if you get what you need out of your employment, right? So while you're doing your research, pay attention to the jurisdiction. Different things have different laws in different states. Different things are subject to different statutes and different case law, even city to city. Okay? So you have US law. Well, that US federal law is going to pretty much apply to everybody, right? Then you have your state laws, and you have your local laws, then you have case law. You can have case law in your federal district court, which could differ district to district. You can have case law by county, by department, right? Like these are all things that matter. And when you're doing your research, don't get stuck on something that doesn't apply to you. Just don't. It's not going to serve your purpose. If you can't find it to be true in your jurisdiction, then that is not the hill to die on. It's just not. You need it to actually be the rule where you are, right? Now you can make a pretty compelling argument, I am sure, that that is a great rule in that other jurisdiction and we should adopt it here. Yeah, probably. You know what's inherent in that argument you just made? It's not the law here. That you just admitted it's not the law here, right? Pay attention to this. It's super important. I cannot stress. And also, if you call up an attorney and have a conversation about like what are my rights and what are the laws, and they tell you something you didn't want to hear, ask for a source, right? You don't have my word's not the word of God, and I make mistakes. And listen, I'm pretty good at what I do, I think, but I make mistakes, right? She's like, hey, can you shoot me a link on that? Yeah, I'm gonna be pretty happy to shoot you a link. I'll maybe even make a video and throw the link in the video, right? It's kind of something I do. Um, yeah, just don't get stuck on things you want to believe and assume they're true because you want them to be. And pay attention to jurisdiction. Good luck out there, everybody. I hope you win.